Greetings and welcome back to Robocraft, but not the Robocraft that we were playing the last episode. No, Robocraft has had a fairly big update containing new features and balance changes, but probably of more interest to you are the new features, which include a new map, which I must say is rather dapper. It has enormous tactical flexibility and opportunities, and hopefully I will get to show that new map to you in this episode. But we've also got two new cubes, one of which I am demonstrating here on the I Come in piece. We actually now have, excuse me, a rudder cube. Now, the rudder is, as you can see, much smaller. It's actually tech level 5 there, but it has significantly lower lift force, but it has a much smaller profile, so much better for use as a rudder, really. Or I believe these are called ailerons. You could have these as the rudder and the ailerons on your craft. They wouldn't be providing lift, but would be giving you steering with a much smaller sort of target for enemies to shoot off. And being tier 5 already, probably has decent stats as well. Let me actually check that for you. The rudder tech level 5, and there are quite a few of these, has armor 2059. What's this one? Yes, this is significantly harder to shoot off than this, for example. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. The next change, the next new block, and I know a lot of people have been waiting on this one. Actually, I'll quickly demonstrate to you on the Raider. I also have it on the Solenopsis Invicta. This little thingy there. It looks tiny and useless and not like it's going to do very much at all. And sorry for the little hiccup there. It seems I was stuck in the shields. But this is the flipper. Now, it's not quite the self-righting arm that I imagine it would be. It's actually called the alignment rectifier. But this cube is fantastic. This is one of two, I believe. I've only unlocked the first one. Actually, no, I think I may have unlocked the second as well. Yeah, there we are. The tier 1 alignment rectifier and the tier 5 alignment rectifier. The difference is the amount of mass that these things can flip. Now, I've got 2 on the Raider. I probably don't need 2. I don't even know if they stack, though, as you can see, enormous armor difference between the 2 of them. So if you've got it in a place that isn't as heavily armored, you probably want the better one. But I'll give you a very quick demonstration of how this works. I should be able to tip the Raider up, though the Raider is probably one of the most stable craft I've got. So this may take a moment to get the right angle. I'll throw myself off a cliff and just hope that I end up on my head. The Raider has a tendency to roll, though, and end up on its wheels, which is fantastic, except when you're trying to demonstrate a self-righting mechanism. No, stay there. Haha! Right. Now, the flipper, the self-righting mechanism, you could hear it coming online just then. It'll only turn on when you're upside down, and you press F to pulse, like so. However, that is not all. I'm going to go up and do it again, because you can hold down F for up to 2 seconds to charge up the impulse force. And if you charge it all the way up with a small craft like this, considering it's got 2 of them on either side, my lord, you can do some acrobatics. Let's see if I can get us to flip once again. Now, this time I want you to flip. Oh, no. Ah, damn it. Damn you and your awesome stability, Raider. I'm trying to demonstrate a block here, don't you know? All right, let me try that once again. I'll give it one more try, and if I fail, you'll just have to believe me that it's awesome when you actually pull it off. Trust me, it really is awesome. On the Raider, you do several flips. All right, let's go. Come on, surely I'm going to flip up. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No, don't roll back over. Ha-ha! Thank you, Raider. I knew you would cooperate. Right, I'm going to hold it down now. You can hear it powering up. And, oh, really? Well, that's crap. This planet has different gravity, but I tried that recently on the new map, and I did about 3 flips in the air. I went straight up, just spinning. It was glorious. I landed back on my head, which wasn't glorious, but then I just pressed F once and flipped back up onto my wheels. But still, it was amazing. Damn it, Raider, you've embarrassed me. Right, let's get back. Now, those are the 2 big changes, the 2 new blocks. The next change, which is probably one of the ones that you'll notice the most, though I won't demonstrate that right away. Oh, and once again, it's got a bit of lag there. That's been happening since the new update. I wonder if they've changed something with that, or whether my computer is just getting remarkably hot. It could be. But the next change is an update to the lobby, which has now split the lobby into tiers. Previously, you were just all kind of shuffled into a lobby. There were about 9 different servers, and you'd be put into a server, and they would try to balance the tiers across each of the servers. So there'd be a few tier 10s in one server, a few tier 10s in another. Now that really wasn't working. So what they've done now is the servers and the lobbies are ordered by tier. So you will be put into a lobby with like tiers. It might not just be the same tier that you've got, but to give you a very quick example, actually it's showing none there, but you can see we've got a lot of bots visible at any one time in the lobbies, and I had to come out of that quite quickly because you tend to get thrown into a battle really fast now, and that was one of the big changes, is that it really increased the speed that you would get into a fight and tended to put you into a fight with like tiered bots. So again, there might be 1 or 2 that are a little bit higher, a little bit lower, but you wouldn't see the massive spread, especially at the higher tiers where you might have a tier 6 in a fight with a tier 10. That doesn't tend to happen anymore. Now, the tech tree, another big change. The layout has changed considerably. Also, the scroll wheel now scrolls out, zooms in and out, which is fantastic. But as you can see, this has been changed, and there are 2 things that have happened here. Firstly, it makes more sense. You can see exactly what you need to do at any one time. All of the armor and the shields are on one branch, so to get to the shields you have to unlock the armor cubes. All of the guns are on another branch. You have to get down here. The plasmas are up there, the rails are up there, and the SMG is all the way down there. We've got the special cubes, so the radar, the alignment rectifier, the jammer, all the way down to the radar receiver. Over here we have wheels. No, the wheels go for quite a ways up there. And then they branch off to the thrusters, the hover blades, the helium blocks, and finally we also have the wings. So the aerofoils. Now where's the first helium block? Because that just must be unlocked to begin with. Now, you will notice there are some things here which you can't see that were on the old one, and that is because certain things have been removed. Certain things are no longer accessible from low tiers, but certain blocks have flat out been removed from the game. Now, first and foremost, I'll just put everyone's mind at ease. Those blocks, they're still in the game for those who have unlocked them, and they're still usable for a week. You can sell, you can buy, you can use, but in the next update that's coming in about a week's time, they're going to be taken out completely. And those who have unlocked them and currently have them, they will be reimbursed the RP or TP used. As for the difference that you can see, those who are observant will notice that we have no low tier aerofoils, and you have to be at about tier 5 to get aerofoils. That is correct. You cannot now get them in tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3. They're completely locked out. And what the developers have done, or are trying to do at the moment, this is a bit of a controversial change, is that they're hoping to have tiers 1 through 5 be kind of tutorial tiers. They're training tiers. And so what they want is for the new part of robots to be unlocked in sequence, in a way, to gradually introduce more complexity and more sort of creative flexibility to the player as they get more comfortable with what they've already gotten used to using. And that certainly does help in a lot of games. Whether that's going to help in Robocraft remains to be seen. I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon of assuming how something's going to play out. I mean, you can make a reasonable prediction, I guess, if you've got enough information, but I don't think enough information is available yet to say whether this is going to hurt or improve the game. But it is a controversial move because it does mean in the lower tiers for new players who have already gotten up through the tiers can go back to the low tiers with stuff they've unlocked, though obviously with having the lowest tier aerofoils being tier 5, they're not really going to be able to bring that to tier 1, for example. You might be able to squeeze that into tier 3, perhaps. But at the lower tiers, especially for brand new players, they're simply not going to have these things. They're not going to be seeing these things for the most part in the lower tiers. So, yeah, it does take away some of the creative flexibility early on, but in exchange does make things a little bit more transparent, a little bit more, give people a bit more time to work out how to use things. So it's going to put brand new players on a bit more of an even playing field, and it's going to protect them from people with advanced components coming down and just doing things that they can't do or they don't understand how to do yet. But whether that's not crediting new players with enough common sense and the ability to learn how to use things quickly, I don't know. But that is one of the big changes. But in a nutshell, from now on, the blocks and equipment will be kind of unlocked in this order. So you've got SMGs, wheels, armor, radar, and alignment rectifier at Tier 1. At Tier 2, you can access hoverblades and thrusters. At Tier 3, you can access plasma and electroplates. So plasma's over there, and electroplates here, that's Tier 3. At Tier 4, you've got helium, and you can get to rails at that point. Where's the lowest rail cannon? There it is at Tier 4. And Tier 5, you get aerofoils and rudders. So there's the aerofoils, there's the rudders. We have all the way to Tier 10 on both from Tier 5, but nothing below that. So that unlocks everything, and you've got the radar jammer at Tier 3 and various other bits and bobs. But I think these are unlocked slightly differently because there aren't 10 tiers of those, so you're going to get them a little bit faster. But that's it for the change to the tech tree. Now that, as I said, has obviously raised a few eyebrows, but perhaps more controversial, and I don't need to be on that screen anymore, so we're going to go back to the icoming piece, is an update to the damage model. Now, this update has largely made ablative armor, which I discussed previously, and my god, this is skipping a little bit. I do apologize. It's doing it all the time. But it's made ablative armor largely obsolete at this point. Whereas previously, damage would propagate in a rather haphazard way from the point of contact. So if a plasma blast happened nearby and the AoE caught you, then the damage would kind of fan out from that point. But it wasn't strictly as you might have imagined. It's kind of a little bit random. And if it hit a dead end, that is empty space, the remaining damage would simply be lost. So it led to a bit of randomness, so that's why you would sometimes find that you could one-shot kill someone with a plasma blast, and another time you just chip off some of their armor. It's because of the way it was just kind of randomly moving through the bot instead of in a more consistent fashion. Well, now, what they've done is they've pretty much changed the damage model, so it's guaranteed that the remaining damage will dissipate into the bot. So, as you can imagine, that has made plasmas and rails, which both kind of have that the vulnerability to ablative armor, significantly more dangerous as a result, because that damage is guaranteed to continue moving through the bot where it should do. So in a rail, it'll be moving through it in a straight line. In plasma, it'll kind of fan out depending on how the AoE caught you, or if it landed straight on top of you. Now, additionally, if the damage reaches blocks underneath the pilot seat, part of that damage will be absorbed by the pilot seat itself. So it's going to be a little bit harder to shoot out the blocks directly underneath the pilot seat. And what the developers are hoping to achieve with that is, first and foremost, to make the damage a bit more consistent with plasmas and rails. I don't think their aim is to make plasmas and rails more powerful. It's simply to make them more consistent so that you can predict how they'll act a little bit better based on what seems like the obvious way that they should act. And as you can imagine, this has, again, been fairly controversial because it has effectively made plasmas and rails significantly more dangerous. In response to the community feedback that's been gathered for a while now, not directly in response to this update, rails have been nerfed. How badly nerfed? I couldn't really say. I've not played with them enough to really be able to tell you if it's an enormous nerf or if it's just a bit of one. I have noticed a bit of a difference, but by and large, rails have been toned back in power. So a lot of the result from this that I've seen in the games, plasmas have become much, much more prevalent in combat. In fact, I'm going to stick the plasmas back on because I took them out with radar for a little while to see how it would deal with plasmas on it, though I couldn't quite fit the T6s, obviously. But I did manage to take out some T4s, and that was quite fun, though you do find a lot of people now, instead of taking out plasma bombers and the like, they will simply be running with plasma tanks. The gun beds are almost a thing of the past at this point. You do see them, and they are remarkably effective if they can catch you off guard. But yeah, I was seeing a lot of tanks that I would have traditionally assumed would have been gun beds that were just plasma beds instead. Now, finally, there are a slew of other minor balance changes, some to the UI, others the battle simulation. One of the UI ones that I particularly like is if you are in a specific window here and you move to inventory, it'll remember which window you were in. So if you've gone and bought a cube in the cube depot, and you immediately want to use it, you flip back to your inventory and you'll be on the right page so you can pick it up. A small thing, but it did actually catch me off guard. But yes, I'm going to be saying a goodbye to all of these aerofoils. Oh my god, I just realized. The I come in peace. I won't have enough aerofoils to finish it. Ah, damn. Well, that's just as well that I'm going to be streaming this weekend. So I actually need to do a few things in preparation. I'll probably be making a new bot, which probably means I'm going to be saying goodbye to either the Solenopsis Invicta Sky Tower Raider or the Icon in Peace. Probably the Sky Tower, and I'll make it that a specific streaming robot that I will design on stream and just play around with. And that way I won't feel that I need to avoid bringing out my actual... To record any more Robocraft, because I'm also uploading parts of the stream to YouTube. So I didn't want to, the last time I did, I didn't want it to be kind of like a split continuity going on. You know, you'd see me using bots that you hadn't seen me design because I hadn't uploaded that part of the stream. So this will actually free me from that. So I'll just keep using my YouTube bots and my streaming bots separately. But yes, I will probably be trying to earn as much RP as I can to replace all these aerofoils. All the I come in peace is going to be doomed. That's terrible. In fact, since we are at risk of not being able to play you for a little while, I think I'm going to spend the rest of this episode taking you out and trying to rule the skies with my plasma technology, and maybe we'll find a new map. Well, hello and welcome back. After the server reboot, no less. Let's quickly, good luck, have fun all. I have re-enabled the chat once again. There was a little bit of drama in the main chat. We have some interesting named bots on here and a couple of flyers, which is always very, very nice. The more of us in the air, the better chances any of us have of surviving. It's someone with vapor trails. Oh, how uncommon. Oh, I'm very happy. I'm going to stick with my vapor trail brother over there, or vapor trail sister, I don't know. Room. I don't know. That's kind of a gender neutral name. And wow, some lag. Much lag. Much not moving. There have been some issues with the servers lately. It looks like room is frozen in time. How remarkably interesting that is. But yes, as I was saying, there has been a bit of server instability due to a very large influx of player recently. So as it happens, following the last server reboot, which happened just as I was about to jump into a game, the devs have tweeted that they're to say sorry for all of the server downtime we've been experiencing lately. Everyone can have some premium, and they have some shields that just managed to block a fair bit of the damage I just dealt. But there is a free premium promo code out on Twitter at the moment, and I imagine since I'm going to be uploading this evening, and in fact I'll be streaming this evening, I'll probably be using it. But for those of you who are watching this today, the premium code is premium, all in caps, -781123. If you put that into the promotional code when you log in, you will have 1 day, 24 hours of premium time. And I will, as I said, I'll probably be streaming this evening, so I'm thinking I will pop that premium. As much as I dislike the whole pay-to-win sort of thing, or rather pay-to-win faster, I prefer to kind of do it on my own, by my, you know, pull myself up through the ranks by my own. Oh, that's bad. For the strength of my own bots, I will probably add premium, as I said in the last stream, simply so I can have a larger platoon. So yes, that was fantastic timing, I must say. I was even thinking of putting a little bit more money in there and buying some premium time. I may still do that, just you know, to support the devs, since I was thinking of doing it anyway. But there we go. That was terrible. Our first victory with the I come in peace today. But that wasn't really that much of a demonstration of how much more deadly plasmas can be, really, because I wasn't really doing too much engagement. I more or less let the enemy team leave because they were all clumped together, and that's usually death for a flyer. As flimsy as the I come in peace, I really need much better armor. Perhaps the stream this evening will be able to earn me the RP to get that better armor if I'm playing in premium. But I think what we'll do is we're going to hop over to the Raider, since that's already set up for rail engagements, and we'll play around with that for a battle or two And then, following that, we'll jump over to the Solenopsis Invicta, set that up for plasma engagements, and see if I can't demonstrate plasmas a little bit better, being on the front lines and close to where I'm going to be firing them. So I'm going to jump into a fight. It shouldn't take me long at all. The lower tiers, with the enormous amount of servers that are available, there are, let's see, tell me how many servers are available, Robocraft. Are there no servers available? Surely not. It is taking a while to reconnect. Unfortunately, after the reboot, sometimes it is a little bit wonky. But I shall bring you back when we are in the next battle, so see you soon. And welcome back to an interestingly balanced team. It seems that someone has already used the premium code because there is a 4-player team. Well, actually, they may have had premium from other reasons, but they're all default robot names: Robo 2, Robo 1, Robo 3, etc. I didn't actually check the names on our team. That is a damn shame. But my favorite map for sniping. Let us go. Wow, your vehicle looks amazing. It is a gun table, kind of. No, actually, you know what? It's got such an interesting shape. No, it's not even a gun table. That is just an awesome Formula 1 car-esque death machine. I approve. What is your name? Moonster. Okay, Moonster. You have an awesome bot. Well done. Pat yourself on the back. Right, let me see. Ooh, we've got someone over yonder. I've already got a... Oh, they're blinding me with their lights. Ah, I couldn't take a shot because of that bloody headlamp. See? It's very useful. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Too many shots. Ouch. No, don't want to die. Ow. Why am I running into them? I am in bad times. Run, flee. No. I'm all over the place. This is going to end badly. Yes, yes it is. I'm dead. Well, there were an awful lot of plasma shots, rail shots coming my way then. It seems that these fellas have also read the memo that rails are much more deadly. So we're going to watch our allies for a little while, and we might see some more rail combat. Ooh, I like the shape of this tank, DDP WWW. I do like the design a lot. Yes, very good color combination too. How about you? Oh, what are you doing? An interesting looking box. Doesn't look very mobile. I think you may have lost some components, perhaps some wheels or maybe hover blades. I don't know. See, have you got hover blades underneath? Yeah, it looks like you once had wheels. Well done there with the SMGs. They are still very, very effective. Oh dear. Skylord Quasar. Oh, you had a self-righting block. Well done. You crushed him! Skylord Quasar, that was fantastic. Even though you are about to be taken out by what looked like the Predator, or at least it had the Predator's signature tri-laser beam going on. Oh, I think it was actually dual, but shut up. I choose to believe it was the Predator. Anyway, it looked for all the world as if you crushed that bot. I know you didn't, but it was fantastic that it died at that moment. You're still having a little bit of trouble. How are you doing over here? Ooh. Wow, the Starship Enterprise. That is fantastic. Wow. I didn't even notice that. Sorry, Vector, I completely missed that in the beginning of the battle. But wow. Vector may not even be here anymore. Vector probably has teleported out. But Bayu, well done. You're not doing anything, but well done all the same. Egg basket. Alright. Why? I don't know. But, okay. There's 2 people against the enemy's 4. One of them has 5 kills. Oh, there's 1 person against the enemy's 4. Oh, dear. Bayu, I feel that you shouldn't be in command of the Enterprise. You were rather rubbish, honestly. No Captain Kirk or Picard are you. You should feel ashamed. I don't approve of someone using the Enterprise in such a lethargic, sloth-like manner. But there we are. That was a bit of an interesting battle. Some very, very funny antics from my allies. Well done them. But I think I'm going to swap over now to the Solenopsis Invicta for a quick look at plasmas. This is a bit of a wanting engagement from me so far. I've not done very well at all. In fact, I'm going to have to go and grab some plasmas from the I Come in Peace before I do that. So let me just head over there and strip you of your plasmas for the moment. Don't worry. I will give them back as soon as we've got enough money to give you better aerofoils. And I doubt I'm going to use all of these anyway, but let's just quickly kit up the Solenopsis Invicta and see what we can do. So we're going to get rid of these. As you can see, I've got the self-righting mechanisms there. We want this. Why? Why are you so glitchy at the moment, game? Have you not eaten your Weetabix? I think it may not have. Right, so there's the tier 6s. Let's pop on the tier 5s. And that leaves us with some tier 4s that we can place with not very much room for them to be placed. There are no good spots. And I can't place them on the side. Alas, I really do wish you could. Oh well, we'll just roll with this and see what we can do. I shall bring you back when we are in a fight. And welcome back. We have a nice full level 5 battle. It didn't take us too long. We've got Who Shot Me, Hell Machine, Robotinator, My Little Wagons, Schoolt Gunship, Guns, Doom Buggy. We've got some very interestingly named bots. On both sides, actually. Oh no. Let me correct that. There we go. Right. Ah, crap. I forgot. I took Solenopsis Invicta's radar and radar receiver and I haven't given them back to him. Oh, this is not good. I'm going to just have to follow people and hope for the best. I'm not going to be able to make any interesting plays because I don't know where the bloody enemy are. I am being given the mushroom treatment right now by my own stupidity, no less. The mushroom treatment, of course, being, you know, fed shit, kept in the dark. Not good times. Not good times at all. Ah! Right, let's go and see what we can find. On the plus side, I'm immune to the effects of a radar jammer right now. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, really? We want to kill him. He's bad. We must destroy him utterly. Someone else taken... Ah, they've already gone down there. There's no point. I can't get to them. Damn it. Someone's shields are coming back online. Ooh, that's interesting. A weird buzzing noise. I don't know what that signifies. But I'm fairly certain it sounds more like a bomb. Hello? Damn it. Right, gotta wait for this to recharge, and then go, go, go! Any enemies? No? Our entire team is here. We shouldn't be afraid. For victory! I'm not at the front. That's terrible, but, oh well. I feel that I should be at the front. You know, considering I'm the least useful member of the team right now. At least I could serve, I could do the job of cannon fodder. I think I know what that buzzing is. The sound's gone all wonky. We're just going to take position here. No, he's on the move. Okay, we're going to take position here, perhaps. Nope. There's one of our brethren down there, laying in ambush. Well done. Like a crocodile. Just lurking in the water, waiting. Or a bridge troll. Yay, we got the kill. And there's someone down there as well. Come on. No, 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 no. It's going to be a gun. Ah, I'm coming for you. For the Shire. I mean, for Wales. Oh, well, may as well be the Shire. Right, okay. And... ah, not good enough. Let's try again. Go, 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 go. Aha! Got you! I'm not the right way up, but that doesn't matter since I still got you. Oh. Can I push myself over? Yes, I can. Oh, I love those blocks so much. But there we are. Not a huge demonstration of the differences of the plasma, but the problem is that I can't easily compare the two. You'll have to watch one of the older videos, but trust me, I am doing more damage with plasma than I would have been doing previously, certainly in cases where there's ablative armor. I don't know if any of the boss that we've been fighting right now had ablative armor, but we did... The damage would have been propagating a little bit better across their entire vehicle. Now, with that done, I am going to call this episode there with the last shot of the plasma-equipped Solenopsis Invicta. I don't particularly like it with plasma, though. I think we should definitely be going back to having SMGs on there. But one thing I am going to do is I'm going to give you your bloody radar back. Ooh, maybe not that one, though. Damn it. That's a tier 9 now. Game, why do you do this to me? I'm going to have a tier 5 radar, please. Let's stick that on there. There we go. Ah, good times. Okay, but that really is it from me. I am going to be skedaddling now, getting this rendered and getting this uploaded. And as I've mentioned before, I will probably be streaming later this evening or early tomorrow morning. I never really nail myself down to a specific time because that's how how plans fail, is by, having them. It's much better just to do things on a whim. So if you are interested in coming and joining me on the stream, a good place to find out when I'll be streaming is Twitter or the Steam group, both of which are linked at the bottom of all of my videos, because I will be sending out notifications there, as well as posting an update video just letting you know that I'm going streaming. But obviously, if you're on Steam, then you'll get a little notification pop-up if you have those enabled. But that is it from me. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope I will see you in the stream and in the next episode. But until then, and as always, do take care.